healthy advice.
I don't want any. Hey guys, it's me, Paige, again. So today I'm going to be presenting my first actual YouTube video on this channel, and if you didn't know, I have another channel and it's Paige Downs. You can just search me up and it'll be the first channel that pops up. So today, this is something that is a project of something. Have you ever read a book and thought it was Have you ever read a book and thought it was relatively similar to a mythological story? Me too! You know, this book called Revelations by Melissa De La Cruz. This book is about vampires and pretty cool stuff, you know, the usual. And you know, vampires, they're a part of mythology, right? I don't know. Vampires are so cool. And if you didn't know what vampires were about, I'm gonna tell you right now. And I have a paper with information on it, because I'm like super cool. So like, stop the music! I don't know, my eye is twitching. Vampires. Birth defects like being born with teeth, lack of cartilage in the nose, a split lower lip, and if a child was born with a red amniotic membrane covering its head. The Europeans took this and thought it was a sign of returning from the dead, and the deformities were looked upon as evil omens at the time. Like some unexplained misfortune would befall upon a person or family or town, the vampires would be the first thing to be blamed on. Vampires were the answer to the question of why bad things happen to good people. But are human vampires really existent? People make clubs and talk about believing in the paranormal or getting vampire fame, dental implants. But that's all for fun. So, no, vampires aren't exactly real human beings. Actually, blood is toxic, so if anyone consumes blood regularly, they can have a real risk of iron overdose, which can cause a wide variety of diseases and problems, including the liver and nervous system damage. So basically, in the book Revelations, vampires is the main thing about it. Like, it's pretty sad that vampires were the thing that was blamed on. Vampires didn't even exist, you crazy heathens. I can tell you one thing. It's okay to be a vampire. Okay, so now that you know some things about the vampires, I'm gonna tell you how it relates to this book right here. Anyways, so, wait, this is my jam. Revelations. The theme would be good versus evil. The main character has an inner struggle with good versus evil of taking Oliver as her familiar. A person who basically has to stay with you for the rest of your life, you know, the usual. She also struggles with her triest secret romance with Jack Force, even though Jack is supposed to be bonded with Mimi. In addition, it's also a challenge or struggle to keep red bloods or humans from finding out the Blue Blood Society. The main character, she's shown as a dynamic character, and it's because over time she had to make a decision that would affect her for her entire life, and it changed her, you know. Mimi, she's a round character. she's mean to the main character.
I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry.
For liking her brother, but really she's stuck in between meetings, and with her family there's like a struggle, and it stresses her out. Blizz, that's the main character's best friend.
Still don't know the name of the main character.
She's seen as a flat character because when she's around the best friend and like she is like this happy-go-lucky standing up for her, but really she's like one of those awkward people who struggle with things like keeping secrets and stuff, and yeah, she has like fear over certain things and she's afraid. The thing with this book comparing to the vampires, obviously vampires is a big main part of the book and how it relates like with the plot. Vampires, they were seen as these people who were not very nice to other people, and that kind of happened in the book, but it was between different groups of vampires, and they all were like fighting with each other over land or over just over like family, like how everything laid out. That's basically how like vampires, they were mistreated, they were blamed for everything, and then these guys, they're having conflict with themselves as vampires. So the stereotypes they laid over, they were compared. So if they were the ones that were seen as a bad person, if you had a bad personality, then you would be the one that was mistreated. That's basically what's just being said, and that's why it compares to like the folklore and the mythological connections between vampires and the book Revelations.